Hi, this is Krista Strayer with Flourish Yoga, and I'm here to walk you through a special holiday sequence of yoga poses. So this is a sequence that's quick and easy to do. It's meant to provide us some balance and some focus, and you just get to calm those seasonal emotions down a little bit. If you'd like to add essential oils to your yoga, you can grab your favorite Christmas scent. So I'm going to start off with Holiday Joy, and I'm going to end off with frankincense as we start to relax. So Wild Orange is another favorite of mine, so just going to take that with you, a little bit of drop on your hands, just to get us started. Rub it in. Oh, so just kind of brings the energy up a little bit. You can put some here on your neck. Breathe is another nice one, or peppermint is a really lovely flavor to start the season off. Okay, so this series starts with a series of standing poses, and we are going to walk through these and just kind of take some time to breathe in them. So we're starting off with tree pose. So standing up nice and tall, and take one foot up, out to the side, finding your balance point. I like to kind of just give an awareness, an orientation of which leg am I taking out, because the next side we'll try to find the other one. And then find your balance. I like to bring my hands to my belly to do that. For this one, it's nice just to bring your hands down low, just like those boughs of the Christmas tree when they're all heavy with your ornaments. You can bring your hands to your heart if that feels right. Or if your balance is really feeling good, take your hands up overhead and make a great big star shape with your hands to feel that lengthening out. So feel the roots from your Christmas tree growing down into the earth. And inhale, lifting up towards the sun. And just hold this for a couple of breaths. Good. Taking your arms out wide, you're going to step one leg back and the other leg out to the side, and then point it straight forwards. So inhale nice and tall through the spine. Exhale, coming down into Warrior Two. So Warrior Two is one of those power poses. So feel this strength in the pose extending out through your arms. And then you can turn your head to look over your fingertips. And 3 deep breaths there. Good. Back hand comes down on your leg. Front arm is going to lift up, and we're going to stretch through the front of the body in Reverse Warrior or Wisdom Warrior. Come down a little bit deeper with your leg, and just feel those other fingers reaching down towards your ankle. Inhale and exhale deeply 3 times. Good. Now we're going to use this nice length here to come into triangle pose. So arms extend out, straighten the leg. Pause here in kind of a modified star shape. Take a nice deep breath in through the spine, and breathe out, start to reach and extend out over that front leg. Breathe in, breathe out, reach and extend, and then bottom hand goes down, top arm goes up. Good, opening out through the shoulders. Look at your feet, make sure they're strong, look straight ahead, and then up towards your hand for 3 deep breaths. Good, from triangle pose, we're going to move into half moon pose. So we're going to challenge your balance and really get our mind focusing and aware. So look down towards your toes, bend your front knee. If you have a block or something nearby, or even a couch or Chesterfield, you can use that. Otherwise, you can take your fingertips to the ground. Take that leg straight back behind you, and your other arm is going to open up. So we're opening through the hips and through the shoulders, extending strong standing leg. Pardon me, get my hair out of my face. Strong standing leg and strong extended leg. 3 deep breaths. Good. And then for this next one, taking your hands, I like to swoop this one down, and then take both arms forward, extend your leg back behind you for Warrior 3. Toes point towards the ground, fingertips extend out. Good, and then big step back, Warrior 1. So finding that ground again, that solid earth, nice strong legs, lifting up through your fingertips, 3 deep breaths. And then to end off, you're going to take your hands back behind you. I like to take this back foot just in a step so that I can get this back hip around. So to have both legs straight, swing your hips to the front. Hands can either come and clasp back behind you, or you can take your hands in this kind of angel wing format. So bringing your hands up along your spine, take a nice deep breath, looking up towards the ceiling for a small back bend, and
then drawing that nice long spine forwards. Breathing in nice and strong, breathing out, reaching forwards, coming into pyramid pose. So maybe your pyramid pose stops right here. Maybe this is where your back starts to round, and that's okay. Maybe you can reach a little bit deeper. Maybe you can get your torso all the way down onto your thigh. So wherever that point is, find that maximum, and then tuck your chin, stretch to the back of the neck, and go inside for three deep breaths. Good, lifting back up, releasing up, and stepping back together on your mountain. And here, just have your arms dangling down like those boughs of your Christmas tree. Close your eyes for a moment, and just notice if you feel off center or off kilter. I love to have that check-in to notice that, hey, those couple little poses, those few minutes I took to do this, they actually did something, right? It feels good. Okay, taking treat on the other side. So just cueing back to remembering on the first side as to which side you went to, and then finding your balance point. So your toe can be on the ground for this one, or below the knee, or above the knee. So find where that balance point is. Take your arms down below for those Christmas tree branches, and then to your heart, and perhaps all the way up overhead to create that star and that length. If your arms are overhead, you're going to drop your shoulders down, lengthen up through the side of the body, and 3 deep breaths. Good. Arms extend out wide. Step wide with that back foot this time, and take your other foot and point it out. Deep breath in, nice long through the spine, and breathing out as you bend the knee. Relax the shoulders down, extend out through the fingertips. Good, big strong warrior 2 as you look out over your fingertips, and 3 deep breaths. Good, back hand goes down, front arm lifts up. You're going to stretch through the front of the body and bend that knee a little bit deeper. In your wisdom warrior for 3 breaths. Good, and then coming forward, pausing in star for a moment to lengthen through the spine, and then breathe out as you reach and extend forwards. Breathing in, breathing out, bottom hand goes down, both legs stay straight, top arm lifts up. And then you can tuck your chin, look up towards that top fingertips, again for 3 deep breaths. And then looking down towards your toes, you're going to come into that half moon pose. So again, you can use a block or the furniture, whatever you have to make it easier, or take your fingertips right down onto the ground, extending your back leg out, lifting up through the body, opening through the hips, opening through the shoulders. Nice strong standing leg, strong lifted leg. 3 breaths. And then taking your fingertips forwards, I'm going to step back a little bit so I stay into the frame, and extending your fingertips forwards, back leg back behind you, toes are pointed down towards the ground, reaching and extending out from your fingertips towards your back heel. And then backhand steps, or back foot steps back, pardon me, lifting up, warrior 1, 3 deep breaths. This one always seems to me in this season that you're looking up towards the heavens, up towards those angels singing. And then hands come back behind you, either clasping your elbows, straightening that front leg. And if you can't get your hip all the way around, give that slight step forward so that that hip comes all the way forward so you're facing that short end of your mat. And then hands come up, back behind you or clasped. Roll those shoulders back. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, start to come forward. And the trick to this one is the stronger your legs are, the more that your upper body can release forwards. So breathing in nice and strong, breathing out as you release. Breathing in, breathing out, and when you've reached your max, you tuck your chin and take 3 deep breaths. Good. Inhale, lifting up. We're going to come into downward dog. So taking your hands up, if you like, reaching them down behind, onto your mat, and just stepping back. Coming into your downward dog, just stretching your hips up towards the ceiling, your heels down towards the floor. Take a few deep breaths there. Good. And then bringing your knees down towards the ground. A nice variation for downward dog, if you have some props with you, is to put a couple pillows or a yoga block there. You can do downward dog with your forehead resting on the block. That feels nice and relaxing if you've just got so much going on that you just need this to be super restorative. Especially if you're doing this practice in the evening, that's a nice variation for that. We're going to do a couple more restorative poses though before we end. And you can, on the little handout, the little cheat sheet that comes along with this video, so you've got all the little stick figures printed out so you can do it quickly or at your own pace or wherever you're at. So we have a choice of doing one or the other, and we'll do them both here today just so you get to see them. So the first one is reclined butterfly pose, or Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana. So you're going to bring your heels in towards you, and then just adjusting as you lay back onto the ground, and your arms go down beside you. And again, you can add pillows underneath your torso to get a deeper opening if you like. You can add also blocks or pillows underneath your legs if you find that they're clenching and the muscles are not releasing. Another good action for that is just to take your fists in beside you, just to allow your legs to release. Or taking your hands to the side, and just pause here for a couple deep breaths. This is a great pose that just encourages opening through the heart and through the shoulders, and most importantly, encourages opening through the hips. Our hips get so tight from all of the sitting that we do, and even walking and so forth, so we just need to release that open again. Okay, to come out of this, you can either press yourself straight up or roll over onto your side and come all the way up. The next one is legs up the wall. I'm going to see if I can find a little bit of wall space here. And to do this one, you have your hip right up against the wall. You're not going to go too close to this fireplace, even though it's off. And then you're going to swing your legs around so that your legs go up the wall and your legs are as straight as you can get them there. And then flex your feet down to stretch through the back of the legs. And then relax your legs, arms come beside you. So how do you stay there? I'm just going to lift up so I can talk you through the relaxation for that. So with your legs up the wall, just allow the tension to release from the legs. This is a great pose for your lymphatic system. It helps us stay healthy through the holidays. It's a great pose if you've just spent all day running around doing errands or all day in the kitchen cooking or baking. It just allows that tension to release back. Allows all of the toxins that build up in our muscles from when we work and use them to release back out as well, back down towards the kidneys and the heart and all of that area. So taking a few deep breaths there, I like to imagine a waterfall going down the wall, and it's just taking away my stress, taking away all the stress of the day. And just notice your belly rise and fall as you breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And then to end off your practice, and you may choose to do this actually before you do those relaxing poses. I forgot to put that on. And you can add just a little bit of frankincense. When I taught this in a class series, I put our last oil on the bottoms of the feet. This is a nice spot just to ground you, either for a nice relaxing sleep as you go to bed, or just to keep you grounded and focused and present throughout the day. Because that's the real joy and the real gift of the holidays, is just being present with our family and friends. So thanks for joining me. It was great to be here with you. Enjoy this little series. Use it often through the holiday season. And namaste.